A cruciate ligament injury, yeah?
Mm,
Yeah, how do you repair that one there
yeah,
without
yeah.
having surgery?
Oh gosh, well, to tell you the truth, if we're looking at the main research out there, it is surgery. And but that really depends on kind of what level you're at. So for example, a lot of the time where people have an anterior cruciate ligament injury, they're gonna be sports people. They're often gonna be young. And the movements that kind of tends to do that is a twisting motion. So you can get, for example, let me see if I can point my camera to the feet. So you be in a position where you're trying to change direction. So let's just say if I'm doing the basketball or football, so I'm running, and then I'm changing direction, my foot's stuck, and then I'm doing that twisting motion. So that's what's gonna kind of cause the injury there. And uh, a lot of the young people, obviously, they want to get back to their sports. So the common research for that is that they're gonna have a cruciate ligament repair. But at the same time, once you reach a certain age, or you're of the age where you're not really gonna need the knee to that degree. You might be older, you might kind of basically not want to go through the agony of surgery, or might not even be prepared to do the work. Then it really is about strengthening, the muscles around the knee. There's always going to be the feeling maybe when you're going down a hill where you're going to need that control, where there's going to be a level of instability. There will be, without having it repaired properly, you're always going to be compromised in a sense where, you know, things are just going to remain unstable. But depending on your level, if you're an old person and you don't really need to use usually in that way, the benefits of having a surgery compared to not having surgery, they might need, and what you will see, especially with, from my experience, the consultants, a lot of the time they would prioritize the younger people. They would try and, I mean, things are changing because the NHS is just so busy. But, from the time they find out the problem to the time that a young person wants to get back, they're really going to prioritize them. So the way to avoid a replacement or reconstruction of the ACL is
Hmm.
really to strengthen the muscles around it. But if you're a certain age where you're going to need you need to do what it needs to do in sports, then right now the consensus is it.
You can't strengthen, you can't rest and strengthen this ligament.
Mm, if we talk about a rupture,
Yeah, okay, so not,
uh,
okay, but let's say, well,
mm,
first grade where there's no but no, if it's severe enough to even notice it from even your foot down and a slight rotation,
hmm
and that's enough.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Whether it's that stage there,
hmm
um, to
yeah,
strengthen to strengthen the ligament,
mm,
because you mentioned
yeah,
strengthening the muscles around it.
yeah.
You can't,
When we're looking at the muscles and just the way that the cells respond to the changes, and building up or getting stronger, or that whole basically we're looking at a process called mechanotransduction, you know and that's basically looking at how we can turn a mechanical stimulus into a physical response. So by mechanically loading the joint, we're going to get changes which is happening, in the cells, and the cells and the changes that are happening from the load is going to promote the ligament being stronger, going to promote the muscles being stronger, basically is going to promote that whole integrity of that joint being strong. So the more we load it, we can see with the bones and stuff like that, the more we're doing things like resistance training, we can see that, the bones, going through, the osteoblast formation where the osteoblast, etc., is building up the bones. we can see that just periods of bed rest, we're getting a lot of the demineralization of the bones.